I think when women don't have no clothes on, they don't know how to dress. I'm just convinced. They just don't know how to dress their bodies. I'm convinced. And he made a statement in there. He said that women are dressing with less clothes even while they're married to attract other men, or they still want to be desired by other men, I think is what was said. And I think that's crazy. I think when you get in a relationship, why would you want to still be desired by other men? It's just attention and a headspace that you're putting yourself in that you don't need to be in. Why be worried about other men? I think that if you're with your man, he's attracted to you, and he showed you that he's attracted to you, that's the only person that you need to dress for. And like I said, I think that women who just don't have no clothes on, they just don't know how to dress their bodies. Tight is not always right. It's just not. You know, you have to know how to dress your body and still look presentable and still Paris said it. Your clothes tell a story. And you don't have to have on the tightest thing. You don't have to have on the skimpiest thing. You just have to know how to dress your body. And I think that's what's lacking. Women just throw on anything, or they just feel like they're going to get this attention. But of course, it's not going to be long-term attention. It's a short-term wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And that's it. But I think that there's a way that you can dress your body where you still look beautiful. You could still look sexy. You could still look, you know.
Ow.
Now, you know, JR. That's my sound. But you can still look in a way where people are curious about you. You have this mystery about you. And I think that that's how women should carry themselves. You don't have to look like a nun. No. But you can still look attractive and still have a mysterious way about you.
All right. Hey, Sweeney went already? All right, go ahead.
Once you pick, why do you need to keep peacocking? Once he picks you, why do you have to keep peacocking? Unless your end goal is to get a bunch of dudes to run through you, why are you still peacocking? There's no point. You've been picked. Sit your ass down somewhere. So, yeah, and the guy is right. Women tend to wear less to get more attention. But then they always tend to also complain about the attention that they get. You say, oh, I want the attention, but then you hate the type of attention that you get. Maybe if you just sit your ass down somewhere, because there's nothing wrong with being beautiful. Nobody's telling you not to be beautiful. But you going out there and going to Steph Curry, going to Aisha Curry route ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's gonna get you left dealing with men. And I'm tired of them trying to put this idea on men that we're insecure because we don't want our women out there dressing like hoes. It's not an insecurity. I don't want you out there showing off the shit that you said that I had to pay for.
Nope.
I committed to this marriage. I committed to this relationship. I committed to you. That'd be like me going out there and throwing my money at a bunch of different women, paying for they clothes, they house, they everything else.
Hell yeah.
And then you tell me, oh, well, I just like making women feel good. You know what I mean? I like to pay for shit around here. I don't want you showing your ass to nobody else but me. I don't care what it is. Once you got picked, stop peacocking. Unless you're a hoe. That's the only reason why you should still be peacocking is if you're a hoe, you try and you ain't married, you ain't got no man, you just trying to get some money out of it or whatever, then you can go keep peacocking all you want. But once you've been picked, ain't no man going for that shit. Am I being bleeped? Am I cussing too much?
No. I'm looking at the production team right now. They say you're good.
Well, like I'm in total agreement with Ali on this. Like that's why I asked Ali to go first, because I already knew he was gonna shut all that shit down. But they need to stop trying to make it as if men are insecure because we don't want our women dressing like hoes. This is bull crap. The women do want attention. That's without a shadow of a doubt. But at some point, You have to understand control and discipline. Once you're married, it's time to shut that shit down. It's over with. You don't get to keep going out there and showing it behind. Once you get picked, it's over with. Sit down.
But you do
That's
know
all.
that you do know that
Sweeney,
women that are doing that, it's because of their insecurity. They feel like they're nothing if they don't show some skin.
I don't care why the chicks do it. I don't care why you do it. If you,
Sweeney,
the fact of the matter is,
I don't care.
I agree with you on that. And I would further say that only an insecure man who doesn't understand his value would tolerate his woman dressing like that. That's what's actually insecure. The men who would tolerate that, not the people who would. Go ahead.
You know what's crazy? We just saw it live and direct. Adam 22. Do we sound like the most secure man on the planet? That dude backtracking and flip-flopping and trying to double back on his words, trying to show that, hey man, I'm the man in this situation. How many, like, you got porn stars out there, right? Porn stars out there right now can't show their man's face. Why? Because the moment the moment men come around and be like, hey, bro, hey, that's tough. He gonna start getting embarrassed. He gonna want to walk away from your ass. So these porn stars can't even show they boyfriends' faces because they know what that comes with. You embarrass your man when you go out there and do that.
You see, old girl,
you can't come back from that.
You see that Adam dude is already fighting with other dude. He already feel crazy about it. The Adam dude, the dude that let his woman,
Jason Love.
They already beefing.
Jason
He's
Love.
already embarrassed. Yeah. He's mad, like he regretting what he did. They're beefing now.
Bro went out there and did it. I don't care if it's fake or not. You gonna feel some type of way about some dude talking about some. Yeah, I plugged your wife and she enjoyed me more than she enjoyed you. Oh, that's what you open up when you go out there and you let that type of stuff happen to you. When you let the world experience your woman, it's a wrap, bro.
Imagine living in a society where men led with their meat. Like we walk outside with our meat out. We like walking everywhere with our man out. People are like, oh, right? But imagine that kind of society, right? But even when men pretend, at least they'll lead with, even if they faking, they leading with money, they leading with car, they leading with a house, they say they're leaders. Women don't lead with a plate of food. She not leading with what her heart look like. She not leading with what she thinks like. She not leading with how she can treat society. She's leading with her butt. Like for the ladies in the chat, and I know not necessarily on the panel, but worldwide, like what do we expect from a society when our women are leading with their butt? They're leading with their butt. That's my question. You're leading with your butt, like your butt. What do we expect? What do we expect? What do we expect? And maybe Paradise, you can answer this. Sometimes I forget your name. I think you be doing great on these answers too. What do we expect from what we will invest in the society when our women don't lead with nothing that's based off of her role to a man, and regardless of helping raising a family and adding to his life, she's leading with her butt worldwide, and it's becoming worldwide. It's mostly in the West, but it's going east too. What do we get from women when they leading with their butt?
Well, I think we forget that women's currency is their beauty. Like y'all tell us all the time, hey, we visual first. We like to see it first. I think that there's a huge issue. Hold on. I think that there's a huge issue when women are not actually understanding that the way that they're perpetuating the behavior is having a negative connotation, because subsequently it's making me and not even want to commit altogether. Like, it's one thing when you are just saying, well, I'm single and I'm out this one time and I'm, wearing this certain type of look at the club. But I'm seeing women in grocery stores dressed like this. And that's where it's kind of like, it's getting too out of hand, because now when you got that trend, that's what the clothing stores market to and stuff like that. And then it's getting to the point where you're walking around looking like you in a bathing suit 24/7. And it just shouldn't be that deep to me.
Here's the problem with this, right? You see how it was a whole gang of dudes around these women, like really hyping them up to do it. They're validating these women. They're telling them to do it, right? And it's us men. Sometimes we got to hold ourselves accountable too, because these women are leading with their butts on Instagram because we like it, right? Not me, but a lot of us like it. How many times you throw an eggplant in here? How many times you see all the smiley faces, the kisses? You see the simps galore. They on like a Super Saiyan level on there, like they simping hard. Under every comment, it's a bunch of dude right next to that name, and it's a bunch of likes. If we don't ignore this type of behavior, how do we expect them to get better? We're actually rewarding bad behavior.
Hold on, y'all. This is the actual problem, especially when a woman is in a relationship. Women are choosing dopamine over oxytocin. Oxytocin is togetherness, is safety, is that feeling of love, and dopamine is more this, more that, more money, more attention, more whatever, right? So the easiest way you can tell what a woman like values, is she dopamine driven or is she oxytocin driven, is she an attention seeker. And one of the reasons why I almost only date women who wear their natural hair is because in most occasions, not every, but in most occasions, women wear out this bullshit on their head, just like Sweeney said. It's peacocking. They want to look better than other women so they can stay competitive.
You can just ask me. You ain't got to talk about it.
No, I'm not talking about that. When a woman does certain things, it's off of either attention, to get attention, or to get love. And you can easily tell what her actual way of thinking is by her approach. Does she want attention or does she want love? And when you see a woman that wants love, you can easily see that. If you see a woman that wants attention, you can easily see that too. And that's an easy way to see what a woman is thinking without even her talking.